be naive and gullible to follow. And to see those photos.
Yeah, it's devastating. It's devastating when you see the lives that have been impacted by the last 4 or 5 years, and young people, healthy people, just gone, written off.
Even in Australia.
Everywhere, every land, pretty much every population, every group.
And thank God, like I thank my spirituality and my religion, and listen to yourselves, your gut intuition.
Yes.
If something doesn't feel right, don't follow. It's your body, because the minute it's in your body, you're not going to be able to get it out, are you? And the thing is, just eat well, sleep well. I mean, I work at Holland and Barrett, so we work for vitamins and, you know, education about biology, about your health.
And a lot of chaga
and ashwagandha and, you know, things like that. But, you know, so being Indian, you know, we are like, you know, all of this is man-made. All of this is man-made. Yeah, they all in it to
fake
themselves.
Money, fake water, fake sky.
And I think if you're going to follow this herd of sheep, you will suffer. And unfortunately, it's sad to see this, that people are having these fights. We don't know what their gender is. Undercover, they're planning something, aren't they?
Got a good idea.
And it's all about money, isn't it? Money and power.
Yeah, control.
Well, I think that money and power are the tools that this system uses for something much more spiritual. That is actually a spiritual war that we're in, and they're using material mechanisms to keep us in a low vibration.
Do your birth certificate as well, your straw man account.
Yeah, I got a 7-year-old boy who has no birth certificate because I refused that. He has a passport, but no birth certificate, because you don't actually have the certificate. Because registration means to hand over ownership to the Regis, to the king. So actually that's what we're doing, unfortunately. And on the birth certificate it says name of informant, which is the mother.
Even vaccines, you know, do you remember
What's the rule?
when the vaccines, sorry, 1 minute, you know the vaccines when the child's born, and they say that it's got mercury and lead in it. There's other, I was watching this documentary, there's a family, I think they're in India, they don't send their kids to school in London, and some parents refuse to send their kids to school because they're educating them the other ways.
That's the same for me. My 7-year-old son, we educate him at home. He's never had a needle break his skin, ever. Not even the heel prick test. I will refuse that.
So you natural living and...
as much as we can. We're not completely outside of the system as much as we would love to be. But that's been our journey.
But you're trying your best.
We're on a journey towards that. You know,
different realm.
Yeah, and we're not able to... We were also asleep. And so we weren't really preparing for 40, 50 years. We woke up 10 years ago, and then we've been trying to break away bit by bit to you know, but when it comes to education, my older children, all the way to university through the mainstream. This young boy, everything at home, and we teach him, and he's so smart, you know? And there's no need, we can trust in nature's immune system that you were given.
You know,
breastfeeding for the first year or 2, 3, and then...
Plus the blitz at school with 5G and Wi-Fi.
See, the thing is...
Blitz with Wi-Fi and 5G.
Interrupt with your...
Schools are not helping because they're kind of in this... Yeah, they're doing their best. I mean, like these knife crimes and everything, it's the social media. But I think for me, what saved us from this was my Hinduism, my spirituality, of reading the Bhagavad Gita, you probably heard about it.
Yep.
And having that 1000% faith that there's something higher than this. Like God has created us.
Beautiful.
You know, Krishna is the ultimate supreme God. Krishna, Jesus, whoever you want to believe in, right? So we are just mere mortals. We are just mere human beings. There's something higher than this. But you've got to be in touch with that. And the only way to do that is cut away from all the dirt and connect with that.
I'm trying to sever it through this.
And this will kill your good self. Like, you know.
Fluoride around the pineal gland to try and reduce your connection to God.
Meditation, yoga, open this. This is a third eye. This is a third eye. So why do we put the bindi to open? So all of this.
Christ consciousness.
Your culture knows. But what I think, we may be in agreement on this, but that is that we are not necessarily just mere mortals in the way that Darwin would teach us as being beasts and animals.
No.
We actually we were designed on purpose to be these beings, but carry the spark or the crystal of God, Krishna, within each of us. The light of God or light of Christ or whatever is within each of us. And this system tries to dull, dim, and put out that
They
flame.
want to dim your light by heavy energy.
Yeah.
And I believe that we are all energies, we're molecules
Yeah.
right now. And I think that if you can elevate that by good health, eating well, water,
Good thinking.
Like Tesla said, it's all about vibrations.
What comes in the eyes? Your eyes are the window to the soul. So you got to be careful what you let into your eye, into your soul.
And interestingly, when you said we're sleeping souls, so the minute you're awakened by spirituality and you meditate and you read and you educate this, you naturally become awakened. But everybody's on a path of enlightenment, right? But sometimes God will, you're on that path. But if I say to you, oh, change or do this, they're not ready.
No.
You have to be ready for that path because everybody's got a different journey. But our duty is to educate, enlighten others.
Yeah.
That's why we do this.
Yeah. Educating enlightened, but not be invested in whether people see it or not, because it's not for me to determine that now is the time that you meant to know. Just because I happen to be standing on your street at this time and you came past, you are meant to be the one that now knows, and I don't think it's
no. There's no heaviness about it. There has to be, but let flow with the way God's intended you to be. Just flow, chill, relax. Take a step back. We don't need to be entangled in all this dirt. And all this is dirt. Because when we die, we're renting this body, the soul will go. Right? So that's why there's so much ego, power, greed, because people think, oh yeah, my body, this, it's all illusion.
Yes.
And
Material traffic.
So all this, I've got a big house, big car, big this, do your duty, have the nice things, but don't be so entangled in it, because the minute you don't have it, you'll be lost. And what are you going to do when you've lost it? So, we come with nothing and we go with nothing. All those people in Gaza, did they think that they're going to be blown up? And look at them now, they're fighting over that flipping land, there's nothing there. Apart from bones, and it saddens me that they're doing this still. They keep fighting for what?
I think there is an agenda within this current timeline to take us to a third world war with the Muslims. That's what I think is.
Albert Pike, Poison Dogma.
Poison Dogma.
Jews and Palestine.
The whole thing. It has been since the Balfour Declaration.
Albert Pike.
From
Sorry, say
before
that
that
again.
Scottish
time.
Freemasonry.
Before the Balfour Declaration, there was already this intention to create a Zionist kind of thing, and even the Third World War was quoted back in 1800s by that Freemason Albert Pike. So I think that there is a big agenda to use conflict as a way of control, and using one group, one religion, one belief. And what obviously comes out of it, or I think, is out of the fire will emerge the phoenix, something beautiful, the cycle, just in the same way as we have to go through winter every year.
The Death and Resurrection show.
Yeah, so we have
It's interesting you say that, sorry to cut you short, because in the Bhagavad Gita, it's probably written in the Bible, but in the Bhagavad Gita they say that all of this wrong, we're in the lower realms now, so war, fighting, killing, families
seven
breaking
deadly
up,
sins.
greed, gambling, alcohol.
Seems like it's end time.
Right, so the ones who are awakened, they'll stay away from that because they know all this stuff that's happening. But we've got to go through this time, and then they're saying that Krishna will come on his probably in 3,000, I don't know, probably 600 years to now or longer, and he'll come and rescue all this. But the same principles are in Jesus. So isn't it interesting?
I don't think anyone's going to save us. We have to save ourselves.
I don't think anything will be left. really.
Every religion's got this saviour thing.
Have you researched Tartaria and mud flood? That's an interesting subject area because it suggests that
built by us.
yeah, we didn't build what's the old buildings.
So what
that
do
are
you
there.
follow? What's your? Do you follow Christianity or?
No, I don't have a religion.
Oh,
I follow the Anunnaki. I believe we come from aliens.
oh, I don't. I've
I
not
don't
heard
believe
of
in
that.
aliens, but
What do you believe in?
I believe that we are, the stuff that we were saying is that we are the expression of God or Krishna, but we are within Krishna. Yeah, and so if you look at it from a scientific point of view, it's electromagnetics.
Yeah.
So that we live inside of an apple, which is an electromagnetic apple, let's call that Krishna. And we are a fractal of an apple. We are a tiny apple within the big apple.
He's the ultimate creator. He's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
controlling.
There's no. I don't think that there's anything needs to be anything more than Allah or Krishna or God. There doesn't need to be anything bigger than that because that encompasses anything you can think of and anything you can't think of. So that's the entity that I believe we are within. We are inside of a living entity, and that living entity we call Gaia, Mother Earth, all of that sort of stuff. And that's the land that we stand on, which is this sort of, in quantum physics, you learn, they teach you about the and in electromagnetics they teach you about this plane of inertia between the two poles of a magnet. You get this plane of inertia, and so inside the center of the apple are the seeds, are the only solid bit. That's where light becomes matter. It's compressed down into material. What we see now, the newspaper, the metal, the rock and everything is light, compressed and densified briefly for a short moment in time, 1,000 years, 10,000 years, which is a short moment in time in Krishna time. And then or a tree, 200-300 years, and then it breaks down again and returns.
Sometimes I wish, that God was alive, because he lived to 128. Krishna, this was 5,000 years ago. He lived and he said, they say they created the world, but us humans now, we're ruining it. Like some people are good and it's bad, but look what in the wars, they're ruining it.
But this is written.
No, it's not written, but the person, those war people, they're picking up those weapons and killing off people.
Yeah.
That's not written, is
Have
it?
you read the Seven Plagues?
Or do you think that's already predicted before?
I think it might have been almost like, because God sort of said, there will come a time when I need to bring down wrath, or what we talk about, like the four prime. What do you call it? Like fire, water, air, and so we have these like deluges that change everything, because it's like a Sodom and Gomorrah thing, like they talk about in the Bible, where man becomes corrupted, and then there's a need for cleansing of it. Now, who is running the corruption? Is it like Satan, or is it just bad men, powerful rich men, or whatever? Are they working for some Anunnaki or some kind of otherworldly entity or frequency entity?
I believe there's stuff underground that we don't know about.
No, absolutely. Well, they
Hybrids and stuff underground.
the pyramids have been proven in the live. They did a big press announcement a week ago.
Energy centers.
They've been proven that they've got columns going down 2 kilometers below the pyramids, and it's all construction. And what's down there has been. You can look this up now. It's a matter of fact.
Built by man.
There is something massive.
In UK?
No, the pyramids in Egypt.
Oh.
2,000 meters below, there are structures, and they're all connected in pipes to the top. And so these were
What
never
is
built
it?
by the
Aligned
Egyptians.
with
These were energy harvesting or something.
Orion
There was
stuff.
something much more. Do you know that most of our cities in Tartaria's research,
Yeah.
I go around all these cities and I find that there are buildings below the ground. You can go on tours in some cities at the buildings that are
But
below the
don't
ground.
they
All the
say that
windows as
about-
well. There.
Windows at street level. Windows. I've seen doors and windows below the ground level. Be like, why would you need a window?
What is
the
in
ground?
there? Like
Earth was flooded.
Energy centers.
energy?
Yeah, the
centers?
energy center, yeah. We had free energy on the earth. In fact, that's what maybe the temples or the churches were energy harvesting devices. Cathedrals,
All the bells
cathodes.
as well. All the big bells.
Yeah. So this world is fantastical, but what we know about ourselves and who we are and our history, all a lie. All of it a lie. Maybe the last few hundred years we can evidence what's happened in the last 200-300 years. Because
There's a lot of the bad people, there's a lot of brainwashing, I think. And it's up to your human common sense and intelligence and integrity to know what path you want to go. And your gut intuition. But your religion will take you far. Whoever you believe in, I say that will take you far.
I don't
For
believe in
me,
any
anyway.
religion.
Yeah, but each to their own. That you're you, I'm me. Each to their own.
Yeah, and you've got to find your own path to love, you know.
Yeah,
and the thing
absolutely.
is that if you're sitting in a religious house, a religious order of any kind, and going, I'm looking down on them because they don't know what I know, then you've lost already. Because it's not about
You
being
shouldn't be
superior.
ignorant, no.
No, and it is, you know, but it is a recognition that there is a God level hierarchy of people ready to learn, or as we were saying earlier on, you know, not everybody is at this place of learning, and I need to, if I'm in high school, I don't need to go and kick the junior school
Everybody's
children
got a
around.
level. You just got to respect that, and I think ego. You should have ego about
gets
it.
in the way.
And I'm better. I'm this. No, because if you're not willing to learn and keep an open mind, then
Cognitive
you're not. You,
dissonance.
yeah, 1 minute. You're not gonna really take it all on board, are you?
Yeah.
So I just think live and let live, and I just think just whatever you feel, connect with that. And we're all, there's so many number of humans, but this is like a joke. Like,
What they did.
did you have the vaccine?
No. Well, I have
you?
a 7-year-old son who I never let them heel brick him.
And they were letting kids have it. That was a joke.
I knew about
Sorry.
the vaccine before the
No,
pandemic.
No, I'm too strong-minded for that.
I
I'm
knew
too
about the
strong-minded.
vaccine before the pandemic.
But the
Yeah.
thing is, they were
Bill
letting
Gates,
children.
2015, get the population down by 50%.
15%.
They were letting having children. It's in America. They were letting children have them. That's wrong.
Yeah. All sorts of horrors were put on the children. Just even seeing your mommy and daddy wearing a mask is horrific for a 5-year-old child. They can't see your face, their mouth. They can't see your expression. So no, it was a major weaponizing,
Biggest
traumatizing.
psyop in human history.
Yeah, and so there's more to come.
And
That was
me,
a
my husband and my son, I'm going to bring them here because, bless my husband, he had the vaccine once. And, you know, the funny thing is, he had the vaccine and then he was like cold and cough. And then one day he had a really bad cough. Coughing, you know, like, not,
Because it gives you COVID. The vaccine gives you-
and then I thought, but then he's not had anything. It's not-
Since, yeah.
Because they were saying have a booster, and
Yeah. Why should you need a booster?
why? Just sleep, eat well, fresh air, live natural.
and understand that we do get flu sometimes. That's part of your body's cleansing process.
And then they want you to stop the flu. Let the flu come out your body.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Well, the chimney flue is for the smoke and all the
Flu to
dirt to
come
get rid
out.
of. Yeah, flue is getting rid of.
So again, man-made. People man-make things. People make what they make believe.
The
People,
mind.
yeah.
Mind.
People want to brainwash, but you've got to keep it so pure and align it with what's right.
Yeah.
What's right, what's pure, what's real. The truth will always be the truth because no one can mess with God because He's the ultimate. We are just here doing our duty. We're doing our duty as God intended, and that's it. We don't want to have more, you know, of too much. And the thing is, I just hope they sort this out because it's stupid what they're doing.
They won't just sort it out. It has to explode. It has to actually self-implode, and actually it may be
Let it out.
designed
I mean,
to
let the
explode.
message come out.
Oh,
Yeah.
the message out. Yeah. You saw how much it was
What are
curtailed.
these? Sorry, what are these not doing?
Just pretend to be Christmas.
Well, I mean, essentially
What?
Like pretending to look
refusing medical experimentation because they wouldn't take the needle. They wouldn't take the jab. They wouldn't take the jab. That's their position.
So is that for the people who didn't have the vaccine or did have the vaccine?
No, they didn't. They wouldn't.
didn't.
Yeah, so they got busted for not following the rules,
Oh.
the guidance.
Oh, 1 minute.
grab it.
Because you'll be on.
Yeah, we're alright, yeah. We're up in Chester at the moment.
Chester, right.
So I thought,
Sort of
hour
close
and a half
enough.
drive, yeah, I'll come down.
Yeah, it's been good, hasn't it? Good response. And we did a couple of hours at 5 Ways.
I'm sure you did,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was really good. Yeah. Well, there's so many more people because all the different groups have joined together. So, got noisy again.
Oh, there's a march now.
Yeah, they're doing a march. I'm doing the march. Mark's gone to the pub.
A week or two later, yeah, maybe a week or two later, I've got a friend in Portugal with some land and he used to do retreats there, or he does retreats there. And so I was thinking of doing like a flat earth, level up type of retreat there for 4 or 5, 6 days or something like that in Portugal.
Yeah.
So that's another thing, but I'll let you know through the vine. Hey, how you going?
Yeah.
Kath.
Did you do some singing before? Was that
Singing?
you?
No, that was Daz. Not me singing.
You had a good day?
Huh?
You had a good day?
Yeah, all good. Yeah, a few good conversations. I haven't been able to get my live stream running, which I'd hoped to do, but
A few people have had internet problems. It might be because that's there. It might even be like trying to block our signal.
I think they do that.
When I was on the one in London, the farmers one, not the last one, but the one before, they blocked everyone's signal. Literally, no one had any signal at all in that. You know that whole Parliament Square.
That happened to me.
Embankment area.
Yeah,
just nothing.
same.
Absolutely blocked everyone.
Funny enough, I went to, not that I'm a supporter necessarily, but I went to the Tommy Robinson thing in the summer in Trafalgar Square, but I was there like an hour earlier live streaming. And as the group of people, the marchers, arrived down past South Africa House, it cut just like that. So it was timed and done on purpose. So yeah, I'm not surprised I can't get up. It is
so they can
difficult.
stop footage getting out, they can stop people finding each other, inviting people down. It's all done.
Yeah, because live streams draw a lot more audience than something later in the day. But anyway, we soldier on, given what we've got. I'll put this on my channel in the week.
What's your channel called?
Trinity 4.
Oh,
Did I gave you a flyer?
Did you? And literally, I've had so many people give me flyers. I put some of them in my.
Oh yeah, I think you got my flyer in there. Yellow, no?
Is that on yours?
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
And that's my card.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll load these up in the week. Because I've had a few good conversations. I'm sorry I didn't catch my conversation with you earlier on camera. Cash is king.
It is indeed.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm going to walk along.
Yep, see if you can chat to a few more people.
Yeah.
The signal might improve once we get out of this area.
Oh, I could try that.
Do you reckon that little old guy's going to be all right looking after all this lot? I'm sure a few will.
People actually they won't really molest your stuff much. I don't get much of that, although obviously COVID can anger people.
I've had all my leaflets robbed.
Really?
Yeah. When I was campaigning in where I live in Liverpool, and someone literally talking to someone, like from here to the lamppost, someone had all my stuff there. Whilst I was engaged with one person, someone else stole all my stuff.
Okay, yeah. That can happen, that can happen, I had the police steal my flyers in South Africa on Christmas Day 2021.
Really?
Yeah, because I was flying people and saying, don't take them.
Yeah.
And they surrounded me and they're like, why are you not wearing a mask, blah, blah, blah. And then they took my flyers and pushed me off the beach, physically pushed me off the beach.
Wow.
Crazy time.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy time. Nice dogs.